I'm a firm believer that you should be able to customize your task trackers or whatever you're using as a tool to meet your specific position. So that's why I've created this module automated task tracker. That way you can kind of pick and choose which features you find beneficial and either delete or don't add the ones you don't. So by default on the template, you have a dashboard that has a priority matrix as well as a counter of how many tasks are pending and a snapshot calendar. You have a Kanban view of where each task lies, and you have a visualizations chart. That way you can see exactly where you're spending your time each week to know where you need to pivot or if you're doing exactly what you need to do. And you also have a park tab. That way you can park tasks that you need to kind of keep track of, but you have no intention of doing anytime soon. But the core of it lies in this base tracker. And the base tracker is very simple to use. So whenever you have a task added to your workload throughout the week, you'll mark it as unplanned. And for the task list, you want a brief summary of what you're doing. So I'll just say test task. You'll notice over here to the right that a timestamp was added when I added this task. Under progress, it will always start with not started. And then you can select the priority. So this depends on what you want, but I usually live within the top and high realm. If it's medium or low, I probably just delegate that out. You don't have to have a deadline, but if you do want to have a deadline, you can double click and you can select whatever deadline it is. So I'll say the 28th, for example. If you have a link, you can paste that right there. In the task focus, it's whatever part of the position this task is correlated with. So these are all correlated with me. To update those, it's super easy. I'll show you how to do that in a second. So let's just say increased efficiency. Notice where you added longer details that were too long for the actual task list itself. Value add is how this task brings value to the company. And this is completely optional. It just helps sometimes with performance reviews or dusting off your resume. When a task is marked as pending, a timestamp will appear here under task started. And when a task is marked as done, a timestamp will appear under task completed, and it will clear from the task list and move to the bottom of the done tab. And on the done tab, you have a historical view of every single task that you've completed over time. So you can go back and you can reference different things, see exactly where the links are and different things like that. Now, as I mentioned on this task tracker, everything is optional with the exception of the task list, the recurring tab, and the done tab. So if you purchase the full template, but you want the baseline version, you can simply delete everything except for the task list, the recurring tab, and the done tab. But if you do want to use the dashboard, we have a priority matrix where it prioritizes based off of date and then by priority, so you can see exactly where you should spend your time. For the snapshot calendar, you can select whatever month you want to view. So for example, if I want to see next month, I can click on the first of the month, and it will update the dates to show exactly what's due each day or what has been completed each day. And it's color-coded based off of what you have. There's a Kanban view, so it will update automatically. You don't need to do anything with this. You don't need to do anything with this either, except for change the date. So for example, if I were to change this to pending, if I go back to my Kanban, you can see right here, it automatically updated for me. Park tasks, if I change this to parked, it will automatically move to the park tab. And then whenever I'm ready to complete it again, I can mark it as ready and it will move back to the bottom of the task list. From there, it works the exact same way. So I can mark it as done and it will go down to the bottom of the done tab. Visualizations, we have it broken up by week as well as month for task focus, task priority, type completed, and on-time completion. On-time completion is calculated based off of the deadline and the task completed date. If there is no deadline, it's not going to show up for anything for met deadline, but it's just a breakdown of that. So you can kind of see how you're doing. On the recurring tasks, these are all tasks that are recurring at regular cadences. So daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, annual, whatever. And you can adjust the frequency based off of whatever you have listed here. So these are the different thresholds. So what you'll do is you'll list your recurring tasks. If there's a deadline, you can put equals today, open parentheses, close parentheses, and that means that it will be added and it will show the deadline of the same day it was added. If you want to have a little bit of a leeway, so let's say 3 days, you can say today plus 3. Exit out this suggested update, and it will allow 3 days from whatever day it's added to the list. You don't want to have a fixed value here because it won't update dynamically based off of today's date. But whatever task focus it is, and then the last added date, the first time you do it, you'll need to go ahead and select to make sure it's added based on the day that you want it to be added. But after that, whenever it's added to the task list, it will automatically update the last added date to reflect reality. And then from there, it will calculate how many days it's been since the last time it was added. And it will compare this to the thresholds right here to see if it needs to be added again. So mindless, out of sight, out of mind. If it's on your list, great. If it's not, you don't need to do it. Right here under task focus, this is where you can adjust whatever you want to do for the task focus. So if I were to put whatever this is, if I go back in here, I have that option right there. So you can really customize the task focus to your position. And this is also tying into the task list. So if I go right here, you can see the same thing. Now there's two ways to add recurring tasks. One, if you want to do it manually for some reason, I do have this custom menu option where you can click on add recurring. And when you do that, you can see right here, we have yes. This will automatically update to no and update the last added date to the time that it was ran. And that will be added to the bottom of the task list right here. The other way is while you sleep. So all you have to do is simply select whatever days of the week you want to add the trigger for. And this is customizable based off of your schedule. So I work Monday through Friday, so I want to go Monday through Friday, and I want it to be at 2 a.m. So I went ahead and put this. But if you work Sunday to Thursday and you want it to be added at 4 a.m. or whatever the case is, you can do that too. All you have to do is click on Update Recurring Triggers, and it will automatically update the triggers on the back end with this information right here. And you can change this right there. So it will extract whatever time zone you're in. So I'm in New York, so this is America, New York. And I have 5 days right here. I have 5 days checked, so I'm all good to go. If you accidentally only check 4 days, it will add for 4 days, not 5 days. So make sure that you have the checkbox and the time populated. So all the automations are done by the app script. So there's tutorials on my channel. You can customize things as you see fit. But what we just did was we created the triggers. So instead of having to create one trigger manually each time, this will automatically add all the triggers at once just to make things easy for you. And if you decide later on that you only want it to run on certain days, so let's say Thursday and Friday, you can click Update Recurring Triggers. It will wipe out all the other triggers that you just had, and it will populate only the ones that are active. So if I go back here, you can see that we have 5 still. If I refresh this, now we only have 2 that are still live. So if your shift varies week by week, you can always update it based off of whatever you want. But I do recommend having it kind of 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever it is overnight. That way, whenever you log in the morning, all recurring tasks that need to be completed are waiting for you. If you decide you don't want to have the dashboard, the Kanban view, and so forth, all you have to do is just hit delete. And you can delete every single option that you don't want. And you can click in here for the hidden ones too. So the combined list isn't needed since we don't have the calendar. And the visualizations worksheet isn't needed since we don't have the visualizations. So it'll be just as simple as this. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as I create different upgrades. For example, the Kanban view, the dashboard, the visualizations, all those are considered upgrades to the base version, which you see right here. I'm going to post videos online. So if I create an automatic sorter or whatever the case is, I'm going to post those to my YouTube channel so you can decide if that's something you find valuable. If you find valuable, there'll be a full tutorial showing how to build it. Or maybe if there's demand, I can create a pre-built upgrade that you can sync over. But that's really it. So once again, add it to the list, mark it as pending, mark it as done. It will clear from this list, and that's all it is. So if it's on this list, action it. If it's not on this list, you don't need to worry about it. If there's any upgrades that you want to see that you have not seen, let me know what those are, and I'll be happy to add those to the list. Let me know if you have any questions, and like and comment for more.